नमस्ते बेटियों, खुश रहिए। आई JB Muskan Kumari from the Department of Science and Technology, and I'm working here as an assistant professor in Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University and the Faculty of Education and Methodology. So today, the basic I will discuss in this session the data link layer protocols. Clear? So to make it an easy way to understand to all of you, I'm just going to share the files which will help you to very clear these topics. Okay, so data link layer protocols, you can see here that what is the you well known about the data link layer, isn't it? Data link layer is the second bottom up layer, isn't it? Second layer from the bottom. So data link layer protocols are generally responsible to simply ensure and confirm that the bits and bytes that are received are identical to the bits and bytes which is being transferred. Clear? So it is basically a set of the specification that are used for implementation of data link layer just above the physical layer of the OSI model. Okay. Now, if we talk about the some common protocols, data link protocols, then there are various data link layer protocols which helps to send the correct data, and whatever the bits and bytes of data is transmitted, that same bit and bytes of data will be received from the receiver side. Correct? So there is no need to explain here again the bits and bytes regarding the data, isn't it? I have already discussed this in the previous session. Clear? So there are various data link protocols which is required for the wide area network and the modern connections. Logical link control is the data link protocols of LAN. Some of the data link protocols are given below. Like here, you can see that SDLC, HDLC, SLIP, and PPP, LCP, LAP, NCP. Okay, SDLC is basically synchronous data link protocols, and HDLC is high level data link protocol, and SLIP serial line interface protocol, PPP point to point protocol, LCP link control protocols, LAP link access protocol procedures, and NCP network control protocols. Now we will discuss these one all in a very concise way. So SDLC, Synchronous Data Link Protocol. SDLC is basically communication protocol of the computers, and it usually support the multi-point link, even error recovery or error correction also. It usually used to carry SNA traffic and is present precursor to HDLC. It is also designed and developed by IBM in 1975. It is also used to connect all the remote devices to mainframe computers at central location, maybe in point to point or one to one on point to multi point connections. It is also used to make sure that data units should arrive correctly and with right flow from one network to the next network point. Clear? So now if we talk about the high level data link protocol, HDLC. HDLC protocols is now assumed to be an umbrella under which the wide area protocol sits. It is also adopted as a part of X.25 network. It was originally created and developed by ISO in 1979, and this protocol is generally based on SDLC. It is also provides the best efforts, unreliable services, and also the reliable services. HDLC is bit-oriented protocol, and that is applicable for the point-to-point and multi-point communications both. Okay, if you talk about the serial line interface protocol, SLIP, then SLIP is generally an older protocol that is just used to add a framing byte at end of IP packet, data IP packets, IP packet. It is basically a data link protocol facility that is required for transferring the IP packets, usually among internet service provider and a home user over a dial-up link. It is an encapsulation of TCP/IP, especially designed to work with over serial ports and several routers connections simply for the communication. It is some limitation like it doesn't provide the mechanism such as error correction and error detection. Okay. So, if you talk about the point to point communications, then it is very easy to describe to you that point to point protocol is basically used to provide the same functionality as the SLIP. It is most robust protocol that is used to transport other types of the data packets also along with IP packets. It can also be required for dial up and leased router lines. It basically provides framing method to describe frame. It is a character oriented protocols that is also used for error detection. It is also used to provide two protocols, NCP and LCP. LCP is basically used for bringing lineup and negotiations of options, bringing them down, whereas NCP is used for negotiating network layer protocol. It is used for same serial interfaces like that of SDLC. Now, if we talk about the LCP and LAP, then first we discuss the LCP. LCP is the line control protocol. What helps? It was basically originally developed and created by IEEE 802.2. It is also used to provide the SDLC functionality, style and services of that ones which working on the LAN. LCP is basically a point-to-point protocol that is used for establishing and configuring, testing and maintenance and ending or terminating links for transmission of data frame. Now, if we talk about the linked access procedure, so what? Linked access procedure LAP protocol are basically a data link layer protocol that are required for framing and transferring data across the point to point links. It also includes some reliability services features. There are basically three types of LAP. First is the LAPV link access procedure balanced, LAPD link access procedure D channel, and LAPF link access procedure frame mode bearer services. It is actually originated from the IBM SDLC, which is being submitted by IBM to the ISP Internet Service Provider simply for the standardization of this protocol. Now, if we talk about the network control protocol, then network control protocol was an older protocols that have implemented for the ARP net. uh, it is basically allow the users to access use the computers and some of the devices at the remote locations and also transfer file among two or more computers, which is the remote situated on the remote locations. It is generally a set of the protocols that is forming a part of PPP. NCP is always available for each and every higher layer protocols that is supported by the PPP. NCP was replaced by TCP and IP in 1980s also. Clear? So this is all about your TCP IP layer protocols. Now I will discuss the next layer in the next session with the more next topics, which will be like the what is the MAC multiple access protocols, isn't it? So this type of protocols I will discuss with you in the next session. So please read these sessions from multiple standard books or follows also and use the online contents which is available on multiple websites. Okay. So we prepare these all the things. And if you have any query regarding these all protocols which is on the data link layer, then please let me know about your query by drop your query into the comment section box, through which I will discuss that query into the next session with you. Okay, thank you.